Hello and welcome to Dan's Bluecast. Oh my days. I am still shaking. I'm not even joking. I am shaking with adrenaline. I can't believe that we have just done it. I can't believe it. I haven't even managed to get a guest on. This is absolutely crazy. We have managed to do it. We have beat Leeds. I honestly shaking. My legs are shaking just before I come on because the adrenaline I had inside that game. Absolutely amazing, Mick. We did it. I can't believe it. Up the fucking top. Oh, sorry about the language, but that's the saying. We did it up the top. Is absolutely. I am shaking. I am absolutely shaking. I cannot believe. I believe that we could do it, but I can't believe we've managed to actually do it. It is unbelievable. And I'm going to talk to you about the game and just go through my thoughts and stuff like that. But I'll keep it short so you can all go and celebrate. But oh, Everton, I love you. I hate you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh my God. I'm honestly still shaking. You've just said that there. Oh, I can't be that professional because look, my hands are shaking. That's how much I care. And seeing out the end of that game, I was so nervous. And I tell you a story now. Someone, I've got loads of friends on Twitter, and I got DM'd by someone that said, "Where's your unicorn video? Your lucky unicorn video?" Because I got the unicorn out riding it down the street, singing the Everton songs out for the Arsenal game, and we won. And I didn't get the unicorn out for the Liverpool game, and we lost. And someone DM'd me, and I don't know whether to give his name. I'm not going to give his name, but he DM'd me and said, "Where's the unicorn video?" Oh, never mind. Bit gutted, but he gave me the impression like if I didn't do that, we was going to lose. And it was 3 minutes until the game. I was all set with my TV, and I said to my partner, "I have got to get outside and get that unicorn out because that could make us win. The unicorn look could be real." So I ran outside, rode the unicorn, did a video, and sat down and watched the game. And it might have been what brought us luck. The unicorn theory magic could be real. I'm telling you, it absolutely crazy. So I will talk to you about the game. I'm going to keep it short because I'm going to let you celebrate as much as I want to as well. I'm still shaking. I can't believe it. I haven't felt like this. The Crystal Palace game was same sort of feelings, and I know we've got loads of games left, but I knew how big this game was, and I kept saying to Everton fans, believe. And they always were down after that Liverpool game. And they were so down, and I was trying to pick the fans back up on my Twitter page. I was saying, believe, just don't think that we're going to get the Liverpool performance. We might get the Arsenal performance. So I'm going to talk to you about the game. First of all, at the start of the game, you could tell it was a relegation game. You could tell because Leeds looked like they was nervous. We was nervous. And tackles was going in, balls was getting hoofed. No one had confidence. And Leeds was scared. We were scared. And at the start of the game, something I will point out is Garner Gay was losing the ball. And he was losing the ball. And he looked scared. And a lot of players was doing the same thing. But one thing I will say is at the start, the energy was good. The energy was a lot better than in the derby. We was in the face and we was getting stuck in. Like I say, we was nervous, but we was getting stuck in. And we was getting stuck into them. And then slowly, with us, I don't know how you feel, our nerves started to go away. The nerves, we started to grow into the game. And Garner Gay, for me, I pointed him out, he started poor, but then he started to get stuck in. He was winning headers, and he's not a big lad. Garner Gay was winning headers. Doucouré was everywhere, bombing it. I absolutely loved Doucouré's performance. I really did. I think Doucouré, Lampard wanted him out. Sean Dyche just turned him into a beast in that centre midfield. I'm not saying his end product's cracking, but his work rate, and that's what I like to see, his work rate was everywhere. So the game was tight. It was end to end. You're starting to think anybody could win this game. And then all of a sudden, a big kickoff, a big kickoff. And I thought Adams, he was lucky not to get a red. I really do think he was lucky not to get a red. And I know McNeil probably started it, like instigated, come on to him. But his reaction, chucking him into the board and the Everton steward saying, like, protecting him. I thought, you're lucky you didn't get a red, Adams. That was a bit of a kickoff. So from that, I wanted that to happen because it got the feeling even better. I was jumping around when that happened. I was jumping around. And mixed comment, I'll drop it on. I was jumping around and I was like, yes, when the kickoff was happening because I wanted to kick off. And I didn't want the cards because I thought the cards was bad. I thought, I don't want our midfielders getting cards because they can't put the tackles in if they get the cards. And I was gutted when we got cards. I read this comment out by Mick 3 weeks ago. If you offered me 6 points from the last 4, this is amazing. I said this, if we beat Leeds, we've won 2 out of 3 in these last games, 6 points in the last 3 games. I'd have snapped your hand off. Home games are the ones that will keep us up. And Mick did say this to me, along with a bit of luck on the road. And I think we needed that luck today, but I think we played, the effort is what got us there. And you're right, Mick, I think your comments crack. Keep dropping the comments. I will drop them on if you drop the comments. And yeah, I think the effort was cracking. So I'll go back to the fight. I will read your comments out as I go. The fight was cracking. Decore backed him up to Alcarson come in. And it was a brutal fight. My partner goes, bloody hell, normally the pretend fight, but this was a proper fight. And you could tell what was at stake. And I thought, yes, they're showing that this means something to them and that they want to win this game for us. And it was a cracking kickoff. And I thought that kickoff set the tone. And then Decore carried it on, getting stuck in, pressing. We pressed. And then we got to a point where we had a couple of chances. McNeil, I've seen comments on McNeil, right? Now, one thing I will say about McNeil is he was like whipping balls in and his crosses wasn't that good. He was overhitting on McNeil was. But I said, I don't mind sometimes his cross is not good if he's working his ass off down that left-hand side. And McNeil was grafting. Like someone said about taking him off. I was like, no, he is grafting. He is getting back. And they had that to Gnotto, whatever his name is, on the right-hand side. And McNeil was really helping Mykolenko with him. And they completely took him out of the game. And he destroyed Man United. And I thought McNeil cracking like his shift today, for saying he's normally lazy. McNeil's shift was unreal. And a lot of the players' shift was unreal. And I'm still buzzing. I might sound a bit overexcited, but I am buzzing. I'm sure you are as well. So there was all grafting, putting a shift in. And then there was that ball that McNeil, his crossing wasn't good, but then McNeil put that cross, a cross goal. And it just needed a tapping. And I thought that was a good cross. And then there was a couple of times where Wobie put the crosses in. And I will point this out as well. There's a couple of comments here. We'll drop them on. And I will point it. I said Mopé would be good in this game. And Mopé was good in this game. The difference was sometimes we play it high to him. He's got no chance. This time with Mopé, we was putting it into his feet. And that's better. He could work with that. He was holding it up. He was being a shithouse. He was winning headers. He was getting free kicks. And I just want to give him a shout out as well, Mopé. You was cracking. You was cracking. You put a shift in and you was a massive part of us winning today. You worked your arse off, Mopé, and I think you had a cracking game. Comment here. Nice to see you, amigo, celebrating tonight. Oh, Toffees, get the drinks out and stuff like that. Oh, this is amazing. So I'm on the... I dropped this comment as well. We're keeping clean sheets at home, making Goodison Park a fortress again. I will point out, I'll hit you on that comment now. So we're putting crosses in, but I'm going to hit you here because the defending was solid. And some people said to me, we won't keep clean sheets. That defense ain't that good. And I said, it ain't been that bad. You're worrying too much. And our defending was cracking. Every header we won, every time Leeds played it up, Bamford didn't even look like he was playing. He really didn't look like he was playing because we had him in the pocket. Tarkowski's solid. Cody was a lot better. Stepped it up, thankfully. Mykolenko did his job. He got one time he got turned, but he did his job. And Coleman, I'm going to talk about this man in a minute. See, Coleman, oh my days, he had players in his pocket. That Gnocco started on his frigging side. I know I'm saying his name wrong, but you know what I mean. He started on his side and he moved over to the other side to go on Mikalenko's side because Coleman had him in the pocket. He was in your face and he was up for this. And I think Coleman knew, because you'll all remember Coleman, I said it in my last stream, Coleman was really good against Leeds the last game in the relegation battle last season when we won 3-0. And I said he'd be up for this. And he was exactly that player this game. And Coleman was up for it. So, like you just said on that point, we was defending absolutely amazing. And so we're defending solid. I'll keep this short. We're defending solid. We're in the game. It's end-to-end. You think anybody can get it. We're having chances. I don't think their chances was that good. I think we had them under control. They was attacking us. We was under threat. But I don't think Pickford had to do much. You might agree with me. But they had a few chances. And we had a few, nothing much. And then I'm just going to go straight to the goal now. I'm going to go straight to the goal. How did you feel on this goal? Because I didn't even believe it was Seamus Coleman running down the... when we knocked that ball over, I thought, who's this running down the right-hand side? Who's this running down? I thought, oh my God, it's Seamus Coleman. And... Seamus Coleman. I thought, oh my God, it's Coleman. And I couldn't believe it. He got the ball and he hit it. And I thought he's got to cross it in, but there's no one there. And he hit it. And he smashed it. And it went straight in the back of the net. And I had to watch it again. I thought, what's just happened? Our fans are jumping up. Has the ball gone in the back of the net? This is crazy. Like, what's just happened? Has the ball gone in the... Our fans are jumping up. And I thought, I've got to watch the replay. As the keeper knocked it in the back of the net. And I watched it back, and I don't know what you think. Drop it in the comments now. I don't know what you think, but I think he meant that. I haven't been on my Twitter page yet, and I haven't done a space. I will do one after. But I think Coleman did mean the shot. I mean, put in the comments whether you think he meant it. There was no one in the box. There was no one in the box, and he kind of... It was a cross shot. Mick's just said here now. I'll drop your comment as well, everything Everton too. So I think he meant it, to be honest. But look that he did get it. I think he meant it as well, because when he hit it, he looked at the goal straight away to see if it was going in. Like, he smashed it and he was looking up to see if it had gone in. And I do think he meant it as well. I generally do think he meant it. I think it was a cross shot, but it was more of a shot. He was thinking, I'm going to get it on the keeper, because he's seen the keeper off. And the keeper couldn't believe it. He absolutely rattled the keeper. Comment on here on the keeper. I think the keeper thought he was crossing it. The keeper did think that the shot wasn't possible. He did. He thought, oh, he was like ready to come out to catch it for the cross. So Coleman scored. And oh my God, I was shouting the house down. My neighbours are going to kick me out the house. It was a bit of luck. I don't know. Only Coleman will know. It was a cross shot, but it's just him looking up, Robert. It's him looking up straight away at the goal, like to see if it's going in. That made me think he had a bit of intention to put it in the back of the net. But yeah, when it went in, I was shut but you all would have been the same, because no one you want to score a goal more than Coleman to keep us up. I couldn't believe it. I felt like crying. I did, honestly. It was just the emotion inside me. I was like, oh my days, we've scored, which was massive for me to score. I thought if we scored the first goal, we can win this. But I thought we've scored, and it's Coleman that scored. And I was just buzzing. I was like, oh, Coleman. This is crazy. Coleman scored, and so I'm going for every emotion now. And then straight away you think, right, we're 1-0. We've got the goal we need. We need to defend this out. And straight away you're thinking to yourself, Everton could mess up. We've had a couple of games where we've been 1-0 up, and I don't know what you think. You put in the comments what you think. Did you think we was going to concede when we was 1-0 up? Because I was worried, but I felt confident. I felt confident because the intensity was good. But put in the comments now, did you think we was going to concede? I was scared, but I also thought we can do it. And I do think, I'll drop that comment as well. Change the comments. Seamus is honest. He'll tell us if he meant it. He will tell us in the interview. I haven't seen yet. I've just dropped this quick. I'd be interested to say whether to see whether he meant it or not. But yeah, when we got the goal, I'll move on to after the Coleman goal now to try and let you do what you want. But I've got to give a bit of match reaction here because I'm buzzing. No one else on, but I've got that much to say. I don't mind because I just want to get this off my chest. We scored the goal. And the defending was cracking. Now, we'll go back to Onana picked up her injury at the start, and I knew he was going to end up coming off. And Onana wasn't himself, by the way. He was still playing really well, but he didn't have that extra oomph that he normally had. I think the injury set him back. I need to find out what that injury is. I will update you on what the Onana injury is. I haven't seen yet. If you in the comments know what injury it is, I hope it's not long-term because he was, even though he was playing with a bit of a knock, he was making a massive difference. And then eventually, Onana went down towards the end. And we're fighting to keep this 1-0. And Tom Davies come on. And I think we all knew that Davies was going to come on. We're worried thinking, is Tom Davies going to be able to see this game out? And I think he didn't look as good as Onana when he come on. But he looked like, I thought, come on, Tom, I'm behind you. You can get us this win. Come on, Tom Davies, you can get us this win. And I didn't feel as confident with Tom Davies on as Onana. You're probably the same in the comments. I didn't feel as confident with Tom Davies on. His comment here, I don't mind it. He said he was awful, but you don't need to play well to win. It's 3 points. But I'll take the win, yeah. Exactly. That's what you've just said there. I've just read it after I said that. Yeah, I think it was awful, but we'll take the win. That's what you've got to do. Like, Leeds have got a cracking team, and they've probably got a better team than us on paper, but we beat them. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what team you've got on paper. We learned that last season. We had some good attackers on paper last season with Richarlison, and we kept saying our attack looks good, but we're not winning games. So it just shows you don't need to have the best attack. You've just got to have a good team overall. And back to the end, we're seeing the game out. Davies has come on. Didn't feel as strong with him on as Onana, but he was getting stuck in. McNeil was grafting again. Go back to him. He was grafting on a yellow card, but he was getting back, tracking back down that side that they was trying to attack us down the right, and he was grafting. Iwobi, I'm going to give him a shout out now. I forgot about him. Iwobi, you was cracking. Iwobi, you was back. You played okay the Arsenal game, poor the Derby game, but boy, you stepped it up and put it right this game. You was grafting as well. Iwobi tracking back, helping Coleman, and he was getting us up, and he was good on the ball. And that towards the end, when we were struggling, Davies has come on. We're 1-0 up. Iwobi was turning it over up there, and there was a patch where Iwobi put it to Doucouré, and Doucouré was through. And I had a bet on Doucouré to score, and Doucouré is through, and he just mistouched it. He double kicked it when he turned in to score, and I thought he was going to score to make it 2-0 and see the game out for us. And he made the run. He did crack in. It just bad control, and he could have scored to make it 2-0. Doucouré could have, but I didn't care because he was shifting. He was grafting. And I thought, you know what? You ain't scored. Fair enough. Get back into Doucouré. You're having a good game. You can make mistakes for me if you're putting the effort in. I can accept mistakes if you're putting the effort in. And Doucouré was putting the effort in. So I'm not going to knock him for not scoring that goal. So we didn't get the 2-0. We were still at 1-0. And then was just putting tackles in. And a couple of stupid free kicks. From our centre-backs, Tarkowski, stupid free kicks. But Harrison had the worst game ever. He was over-hitting free kicks, and he had the worst game ever. Some of the free kicks he was over-hitting. And I think that was down to our atmosphere. I think our atmosphere was incredible. And I think Leeds couldn't get into the game. We messed a lot of their players up, and that's what I asked for, is a good atmosphere. And I think our atmosphere was a big reason that some of those Leeds players played poor. Like Harrison, his free kicks, overhit, goal kick, overhit, goal kick. And I'm so grateful that he did that at the end of the game. I was thinking, thank God you've overhit it. And dropping the comments on here. We're near the end of the game now. I'm nearly at the end, and then I'll let you go away. Anyone's surprised that there's been no Gray anywhere near the starting lineups under Dyche? I did say on the other one, Mick, I said, the only problem with Gray, I think he's cracking going forward, but I don't think Dyche thinks he's got the defensive work on the wings. And the McNeil Dyche likes more. He knows he's going to get back and graft and defend, and he was happy with him. And Iwobi, he was playing well as well. He wasn't struggling. So if Gray's going to come on, I don't think he's going to come on for a striker, because I don't think he sees him as a striker that much, because he can't hold the ball up that well. So I think if Gray was going to come on, he was going to play on the wing, and Dyche was worried about Gray not getting back, not tracking back. And I think that's the reason Gray hasn't been coming on. Maybe, I think we will use Gray eventually. I think Dyche is just going to get these players into his mentality. You've got to work hard. So that one on that one. Another comment, I'm hoping Onana is okay. I know I need to know about this one. If you know in the comments what's happened to him, I hope, and it's just a little knock, dead leg or something like that. But he played on. I'm surprised he played on. I thought he'd come on straight away. I am surprised he played on. Another comment here. Anyone know how Onana is after going off? Same comment. We're all scared because we won this game, but we know we need Onana for that Villa game because it didn't look as good with Davies on. We're all going to be like, fingers crossed when we hear what's up with him. Paul, here he is. Love him. Oh my God, Dan. Imagine. Let me just read this. I'm so excited. I can't even read it. Oh my God, Dan. Imagine where we'd be now if we never won after the other results today. Paul, I said that. You knock yourself further away. If Leeds beat us, Leeds get away. And you probably won't see Leeds again because they was higher and they come back down because they've been losing. And they come around us and we grab Leeds and we says, right, you go down and we'll go above you and we're going to get away. And that's literally what it felt like we did, Paul. I generally think, I said it was a 6-pointer. And it was a 6-pointer. It really was a 6-pointer. It was because we're out the relegation zone. As I've gone along the bottom, we are out the relegation zone. And we've got Villa next, which I feel they played really well, Villa did today. And they could have won against Arsenal. I think the result doesn't justify how Villa played. But I definitely think we can give Villa a game. Obviously, the Onana thing, I'm hoping it's not bad. But I definitely think we can give Villa a game. And we're out the relegation zone when we're playing Villa. So we know if we win that, we can, the difference it makes on that table now, looking at that table, so much better. 6-pointer, as I put it on the thing. Yeah, so on that comment, I'm at the end of the game. We've seen it out. Dyche is shouting his head off on the touchline. And our players are grafting. Love the performance. Now, I'm not saying we played amazing. I agree with the comment from Trevor. I don't think we played amazing. I think like sometimes our technical stuff was just messy. But I do think we put a shift in. I really do think we worked hard all over the pitch. I think we worked hard. And Garner Gay, I'm going to call him out again. Those first 20 minutes, you was not good. But after that, he was winning headers in the centre of midfield against everyone. He was turning the ball over. He was calm. He got us out of trouble. And Garner Gay, for the first time, looked like a player with his experience. He showed his experience. And he was a massive part of us in that centre, seeing that game out. I think Garner Gay, towards the end, I thought he was cracking. I really did. He got stuck in. Graft. Oh, Garner Gay was amazing. Like, who put this in the comments now? A few people in, so put it in your comments. I'm going to grow this channel. I'll have more people in the comments soon. There'll be loads. But who was your man of the match? Who was your man of the match? I'm just interested on that because I thought Garner Gay was cracking towards the end. It's hard to pick a man of the match. I've only just thought about that now. But drop it in the comments who you think was man of the match. I'm trying to think now who it is. I put myself on the spot here. I think Garner Gay was cracking. I think Iwobi was good. I thought McNeil put a shift in. Our defence was all crack. It's got to be Seamus Coleman, hasn't it, for man of the match? It's got to be Seamus Coleman. For me. I don't know what you think. Drop it in the comments what you think who your man of the match is. But for me, it's got to be Coleman. Coleman's got to be my man of the match. Like he had them in his pocket all game, right back. No one got by him. And he scored the best goal ever. But like I say, I am going to put Garner in there. Garner and Coleman, I'm going to double joint him on man of the match. Yeah, I'd go with Garner. I just thought he was cracking. For a small lad, he got stuck in today. He said he didn't get stuck into the derby and he's got to play better this game. I think he did in the end. We started nervy, but I think he did in the end. Someone saying again, Garner. So maybe we're on the same wavelength because I thought it was just going to be me that was excited about how we played later on. But you've seen the same thing. Mick, who are you going for? Garner Gay for me today. Yeah, again. That's amazing that he did that because I'm sure you all agree he didn't have the best start. I thought he was poor at the start. He's bad passing, gave the ball away. They nearly scored from him giving the ball away, but then he just turned it on. He really did just turn it on, and he got stuck in. And he was the old Garner Gay that, another Garner as well. I've not even seen like who the talks of who was man of the match or interacted with many Everton fans. You're the first ones I've interacted with, and you all think the same. I think Garner and Coleman was the ones today. Looking at a comment here again, Garner Gay for me today. Coleman though was up and down the right hand side. Yeah, Coleman had that Gnonto in his pocket. Like I say, he changed side. Nothing got past Coleman all game. He got forward, up and down, like you said, for an old. Coleman played like an Evertonian. How I felt, how I wanted us to win today. Coleman was up for it. And he didn't have a good game against Nunes, but he put it right. And they all put it right today on the graph. And I think Coleman or Garner Gay was amazing. But I thought all of them, I'm not going to knock many of them today. Thought there was absolutely cracking. Another comment here. It's just frustrating we are only capable of a scruffy 1-0 against such a poor league. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Sean Dyche has come in. He's not been given the best hand, the best players. I mean, you look at our players and you say we probably don't. We've got nothing about us to stay up. I seen it was someone on Talk Sport say, I can't remember who it was on Talk Sport. He said we've got the worst team in the Premier League. So if we have got the worst team in the Premier League, we need a manager like Sean Dyche to come in and just get us results. Now, he's coming in and we beat Leeds. Leeds had some better attackers than us, but we still managed to beat them 1-0. So it doesn't matter to me. I understand what you're saying, Trevor. I think the same. It wasn't nice, and it's not how we want to play going forward, but it is how we stay up. It's how we stay up. And I think the performance, I know how we've got to play because I know what some of these players can't do what we want them to do. I know how we've got to play, and we've just got to do things basic, and that's what we did. It's not nice. It is scruffy, but I'll take that all season, stay up. Yeah, I knew you'd say that straight after. I knew because it was amazing. Yep, Garner. And he's just said, Trevor said he agrees on that. Yeah, so I'm near the end of the game. I'm going to let you go and celebrate. I am buzzing. Honestly, I'm buzzing. I'm going to go. I've done the whole stream, 28 minutes, and I'm still shaking. And the unicorn magic is real. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to have to get the unicorn out every game to keep us up now. It's real. I think if I put the unicorn on eBay, it'd be worth about £2 million because teams know the unicorn magic is real. It made us win. I've got it out. It's got 2 out of 2 win ratio. The unicorn has, so it's it's definitely real. So yeah, we're at the relegation zone. I like where we're at. Look, I've seen Southampton get a win today. Crazy result, Southampton. So it is lucky that we did get this result today because Southampton will be catching us up as well. Another comment. I like dropping these comments on because there is a few on today, which I'm liking. The channel feels good. I'm liking it. I will get other people on soon. I'm waiting for them to get the equipment. Mick said he'll come on. I've had 3-4 on already, but I do need to get the equipment because a few moaned about the equipment. So I will get them the right tools. So it's a good listen for you. Red Shite, 2-0 up. I'm not bothered. To be fair, it doesn't surprise me, but I don't even care about the top at the minute. I am zoned on this staying up and this relegation battle. I am 100. Yes, up the ducking toffees. I'm going to say that just in case YouTube get onto me, but I'm so used to saying up the toffees, up the ducking toffees. I'm so used to saying that. It doesn't feel right to just say up the toffees. I always say the F word, but I'm going to have to watch because of YouTube can get onto you. Another comment. We'll drop your comments. Just keep talking to each other in the comments, and I'll always drop your comments. That's the good thing about me not smashing it on the channel yet because we can have a good little interaction with the comments and stuff. That's why I thought I wouldn't get anyone on because I want to read your comments out and see how you feel. I'll give you 3 million for the unicorn. Well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because when word gets around and my video goes global, I think some other clubs are going to come in for the unicorn magic. especially Arsenal. If Arsenal have got one game and they need to win it to win the league, Arsenal are going to want my unicorn magic. I know they are. So I'm going to wait on that one. It's a good offer, though, 3 million, everything Everton. We'll let you go now. Thanks. It's been half an hour. We won 1-0. We're at the relegation zone. 6-pointer. Coleman scored. Evertonians have the best time ever. I love you all. And we've done it. We've done it just one game at a time. I said this. You was all like, where's the goal going to come from? Stressing. Oh, that Liverpool performance, stressing. Don't stress. We will do it. We haven't got the best team, but Sean Dyche will get us over the line. He's done it before with Burnley. He's got Europa League with Burnley with not a good team. If he's got the Europa League with Burnley with not a good team, he can keep us up. Let's have faith. Keep the faith. Stay positive. And honestly, I love you all. I'm buzzing. I am so buzzing. Just have the best night ever. I know you're all probably going to be getting drunk because us toffees are the best when we win. We are the best when we win. So up the toffees.